Hi everybody, welcome to West Virginia. My name is Cheryl and this is my channel, Tranquil Stitches. Today is Friday, July 16th, 2021, and this is my FlossTube episode 121. 1.21 gigawatts. Not that much power generated this morning, I'm going to be honest with you, but it is early morning and I'm hoping I can beat the heat and get this recorded before I absolutely have to turn the window units on and the fans. So that's the plan. Today's a special day. Skyward Sword, which is a Zelda game, an older Zelda game, is being released on the Nintendo Switch. So they've upgraded it, and every time they upgrade they usually change the game up a little bit, and the mechanics on this one are going to have to be changed quite a bit because of the controllers. So my daughter and I are pretty excited about it. She's going to download it today too, and we'll talk about it and we'll probably play. It's not a, you can't play other people online on this game, but she and I will definitely be talking about it and what we think about it. So pretty exciting stuff there. I'm glad to have you stop by with me today and spend a little time. I have a couple FOs. I have a new start. I have some whips that I've been working on since the 1st of July. I have a couple favorite finds. This past Saturday we took kind of a birthday trip. My son, my daughter did come visit for a while, which I was very excited about. So my son and his girlfriend and I went to a lavender farm in Reiner, Virginia, which I never considered going to a lavender farm, but it was the last weekend for the cut your own lavender. It's called Mystic River Lavender, and it's in Reiner, Virginia. It's a couple hours away, which, nice day trip. But it was the last weekend for Cut Your Own, so we got to take some shears out into the lavender fields and cut our own lavender from the bushes, which was so nice, so nice. She had it reminded me of the pick your own strawberries that I've been to, where the bushes are in rows and she has plastic down between the rows, and then you walk in the rows and then you just, so it wasn't like going out into a meadow, and you're cutting your own lavender. It wasn't like that, but she had it set up very, very nicely. And the bees, there were probably hundreds of bees on the lavender, which was so cool. They were busy. They were just doing what they needed to do. They didn't bother you. You just went right amongst the lavender and the bees and just cut your own. Sometimes if you reach down to cut a stem, a bee would land on it and just, it was so much fun. Nobody swatted the bees. It was just, it was just a time to be together. There were honeybees and butterflies and bumblebees. Just it was wonderful. So let me show you. This is a bundle that I have drying. They gave you an 1.5-inch ring, one of those rings that snaps apart and then you snap it back together. An 1.5 inch. So you put as many stems inside that 1.5-inch ring that you could possibly squeeze in there. And that was one bundle. And one bundle was only $6, which is amazing. It's amazing for fresh lavender. So I got maybe 6 or 8 bundles this size, because you can't obviously dry it all together because it won't get dry. So you have to separate the stems so that they can get some air. But I probably got 6 or 8 of this size out of one bundle that I bought, and I bought 2 bundles. She had 25 varieties, and I had never seen white lavender. But she had several different kinds of white lavender, and this is called Edelweiss, which was very cool to me because, I lived in Germany for years. So the name was just, it just drew me in. But this was in full bloom. It just had come up, she said. So it was fresh and just beautiful. The bees were loving this. But there were plenty of purple varieties still there. We mixed and matched. You could pick, you know, cut any kind that you wanted and mix and match. And each one of them smells a little bit different. So that was, you know, it was an experience. I really enjoyed it. Lavender reduces stress, reduces anxiety. It relieves tension, nervous tension. It's good for acne, I hear. The lavender oil is good for acne. There are plenty of benefits to lavender. I love lavender tea. It relaxes you. You can, I've got actually lavender oil burning in my diffuser right now, and the house just, well, with this fresh lavender, and then with that, it's just wonderful in here. It just calms you down. So I was very excited to be able to do that, and just a new experience for me. Highly recommend doing that. If you look around and see if there's a field near you. Like I said, it was the last cut your own here for this year, but she had products and things. She had oils and lotions and salves and bug spray and pet spray and just all kinds of different products, soap, of course. So it was a lot of fun. And we went to eat lunch, and then on the way back, we stopped at a couple Goodwills, and I wanted to show you a couple things that I found there. I found this little guy sitting on the shelf just smiling at me. So I had to bring him home. Isn't he cute? He's just adorable. So I brought him home, and I found this. I only found a couple things that I brought home. I mean, I could have brought lots of things back, but this just, it's enamelware, and it's chippy, and it's just perfect. But this color orange in the fall, it's too perfect. So I had to bring this home. It was quite grubby. It had sat, I think, on the top of somebody's kitchen cabinet for years. I mean, it was like greasy and grimy, but I brought it home and cleaned it up, and it cleaned up like a dream. And I'm excited to put that on my stove and keep it, have some tea this fall. It's a perfect autumn color, don't you think? Perfect. That's what I found at the old Goodwill. A couple favorite finds. Now let's get on to some stitching. It's 8 minutes in, so we'll talk about some stitching. I have 2 FOs. Since we spoke last, I finished Freedom Needlebook by Stacy Nash, and in this one needed only 391 stitches. And remember, I said that it wouldn't take long to finish, and it didn't. 391 stitches, and that one finished it up. It has a total of 1,561 stitches. That's what I counted. Like I said, you know, give or take, room for human error, but that's what I counted. 1,561 stitches in the whole thing. Now, I did not put the dog in. There's a little dog in the design right there, but I didn't do that. But I love the way it turned out. I used my own colors in it. I changed it up. The flower buds are supposed to be all red, but I made them red and blue. Like I said, I didn't put the dog in there. And I think that's the only changes I made other than the colors. So I adore it. I absolutely adore it. It's finished number 9 for me this year. This was a March Mayhem start, so this is the second one of those that I finished since I started in March. It's small, you know, not very big. And where can I put these? Stuff everywhere. Okay, my second finish, lavender buds everywhere. I'll use those. I'll put those in a baggie and put a couple drops of lavender essential oil in it and put them in a sachet. So as it dries, as they fall off, I'll be saving those. Some sunshine coming in, don't I? My second finish, it was Jardin Privé's Halloween. And here's where it was. And I finished it. This was my focus for the last couple weeks. I wanted to get this one done because it's been called on Whipco. So I was able to mark it off. It took 1,719 stitches to finish, and it has 1,915 altogether in it. Here it is. I used my own colors in this one as well. The bat, you can see it, the bat, the raven, both bats and the ravens and the spider are black etoile. And the white is glow-in-the-dark thread. So I was able to get a picture of it glowing, so I'll put that here. It's really, really neat the way that works. Isn't it? Isn't that awesome? So very happy with this one. My friend Diana, my best friend, actually gave me this chart a couple years ago, and I'm happy to have it done. It calls for a lighter green and a darker green, but I just used one like bright Halloween-y green. And I chose my own purple for the hat. So yeah, it's just a mix of flosses I had in my stash. So that's Halloween, my 10th finish for the year. So I've had 10 finishes. Okay, my new start. I had what I thought picked out my birthday start for the month, and I had considered a July 1st start and a birthday start. Well, because I've been starting something new on the 1st of every month, and except for February. So I was planning on 2 new starts, and then I just decided, you know, I hope to whip down so that I can get ready for March Mayhem next year and have some room in my whip count for some new starts in March. So I decided not to. I've got enough to work on. Until August 1st, that is, I'll be starting something new the 1st of every month from here on out as well. But anyway, I saw this. Tanya from Scarlet House, the Scarlet House, posted this in a group that I'm in. And this is her brand new design, A Changed World. And I saw that, and my plans immediately changed. I had to have it, and I had to start it. So I ordered it from Cindy at Stitch Express. Is it Cross Stitch Express or Stitch Express? I'll put it here. And I know last week I said last video I'd put something here, and I didn't. The last video was a little challenging for me because it seemed like nothing went right. And I was so frustrated, and it was so late in the evening when I tried to finish up that editing and get it uploaded that I was like, I'm not even going to fool with it anymore. I'm done. You know, I was just done. so I do apologize for that. I did put some information in the description box, but you know, I'll try to do that. Hopefully things will run a little smoother today. But Cindy got it to me very quickly, but it did not get here with the holiday and the post office. It didn't get here until the 6th. So my birthday's the 5th, and I started it the 6th, which was fine with me. So last year I started my birthday start on the 1st, I think, of July. So it's fine. It's still my birthday start. I love this chart. It speaks to me. So I got 601 stitches in it. I'm stitching it on a 32 count piece of Confederate gray, and I'm using my own conversion of DMC colors. I had to tweak the recommended colors a little bit to show, you know, to work with the fabric that I chose. But here's my start. I got the first motif in the corner done. Isn't that pretty? Oh, it's so pretty. I just love it. Now she has all blue centers and these little flower things on the border, but I'm making them red, white, and blue. And there's a hand at the bottom where it says worked by my hand, I think, in the year with your name, I'm going to change that hand to a flag. So the red, white, and blue is all going to tie together in the chart. But it's a beautiful patriotic piece, and this fabric is a dream to stitch on. This is a weak style work fabric, and it's soft, and it's just a dream to stitch on. I love it. So that is my new start, A Changed World by Tanya Brockmeyer of the Scarlet House. And I'll link Cindy's shop below. I know she's carrying it. I know some LNSs, some ONSs are choosing not to carry it. So, you know, just look around. You'll find somebody who's carrying it. Okay. My whips. I will show you I've done 3 of the 4 zombie runs already this month. The first one is Colorful Eagle by Kitty and Me Designs, Pamela Kellogg. Here's where he was when I started on him this month. And he got 557 stitches. And here's where he is. I put in all of this. I had some of the outline done, but I filled in those blocks and filled in some more and did some more outline of the chronic. He looks like a Sedgwick, doesn't he? I think he looks like a Sedgwick. That might be what his name is. So I love, love, love him. So majestic. His goal is a finish. He is, like I said, a zombie run piece, so that shouldn't be any problem at all. I'm going to reach right quick. The next one I worked on that's a zombie run is Village of Hawk Run Hollow. I'm on the second block on this one. And here's where this block was. 833 stitches later, this is what I have. I put all of the grass in, all of the grass between the fence, this hill, and the tree, and then started this hill. So that's block number 2 of Village of Hawk Run Hollow. And the third piece that I worked on is Anniversaries of the Heart by Blackbird Designs. I think we all felt like stitching on a Blackbird design lately, haven't we? And I was working on the Snow Garden block, which was the 5th block that I have added. So I finished that one. And then I moved on to the block next to it, which is Valentine Rose, and got some stitches in it. So in this one I put 811 stitches. And there it is. There are some initials that go here and here, but I'm going to do all that, all the personalization at the end. And then I got a lot of the border done for Valentine Rose. So that's 5 blocks completed, and the 6th one is started. There's lots of good progress on this one this year. This is it was a green linen that I tea-dyed. It's 32 count, I'm pretty sure. So, I love that. The next one, that's all of the zombie run pieces that I worked on. The next one I brought out, Fancy Blanket. This is Brooms for Sale, I'm pretty sure. Or Brooms? It's Brooms something. This was a March Mayhem start for me. Here's where she was. I hadn't worked on her since I started her. And I got 536 stitches in it. This is on Vintage Country Mocha, I'm pretty sure. The colors, oh goodness. This is like a deep gray, black. The colors in this one are just fabulous. I love it. So that's 536 in that. Don't think that's going to take much to finish. I worked on Silent Sampler again from Rosewood Manor. I'm so drawn to this one. I can't explain it. It's just, oh, it just calls to me. Here's where it was. And I put in 652 stitches in it, and I finished the basket. So there are some little vines that go through there. I finished the basket, 652 stitches. This one's not going to take long to finish up either. Its goal's a finish. Fancy Blanket doesn't have a goal because she's a March Mayhem start, so she's not on Whipco, but this one is. And Village and Anniversaries of the Heart, their goal is 5,000 stitches each. And I brought back Away We Ride by Blackbird Designs. Felt like stitching on a blackbird. And here's where it was. This has a goal of 3,000 stitches. And I got 525 more in it. So I got the words down here, To the Home of the Wicked Witch, and that little bit of border. This is the inside border that goes all the way around this part. So that's where Away We Ride is, 525 stitches. So those are my whips for the month of July so far. 6,625 stitches this month. So I'm very happy with that number. Stitching a lot. Seems like it's the only thing I can concentrate on lately. Therapy. Alright, I have a little bit of retail therapy. I found another one of my unicorns on eBay. Very, very, very excited. Could not get it in the cart fast enough. I got this sweet little card from the seller. This is thank you. And she said, thank you for your purchase. I hope you enjoy your new cross stitch chart. As an avid stitcher myself, I know the thrill of getting new stash. So I thought that was really cool. Her name is Jessica. So thank you, Jessica. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jessica had offered up the 1995 chart by Mary Gary, Mary Gary's Sewing Cabin. Big fan, big fan. I have lots and lots of her patterns. We the People. Y'all. Here is the chart, and there is the design. Let me show it to you really close. It's the preamble of the Constitution. Oh my gosh. Y'all. This is so hard to find. This is so hard to find. It's the first time I've seen it come up in, gosh, probably since it came out. But it's wonderful. You know, and thanks to, I don't know if it was Schoolhouse Rock or one of those, you know, little things they used to have on after school, when I was growing up, I can recite the preamble just from watching that on TV, you know, after school, and it's just wonderful. It's got the whole preamble on there, and then the centerpiece where you put your name, where you sign it, says, and I love this too. Hers says, I'm assuming she stitched Mary actually stitched the cover photo, the cover. She stitched the design for the cover. I get it out. It says, Mary Gary is my name. Illinois is my station. Naperville is my dwelling place. And Christ is my salvation. So you change that and personalize it for yourself. And it's 87 by 217. She stitched it on 28 count, which made it 6 by 15. But I'll be choosing a 32, I'm sure. But it's fabulous. I'm over the moon. Over the moon with that. So, thank you, Jessica, for offering up that. I'll cross that off my unicorn list. Fabulous. Okay. I also put in an order because I needed some replacement clamps for my Q-snaps. I had several on them that had kind of lose their grip, and I had tried several different ways over the years to make them grip tighter, and they just got to the point where nothing worked anymore. So I went on a hunt for them, and nobody had them. I found them at Cross Stitching Supplies, which is the ONS that I told you about that I got my threads from, who was so super, super wonderful. Just with two skeins of thread, she sent it like it was a $150 order. It was, you know, lightning fast service, shipping, and so I went back to her, and she had them. So I bought 4 sets, and you know, she sent this in an LNS bag. Do you know how long it's been since I've had anything in an LNS bag? It's exciting. But yeah, because you know, you get these bags at LNS's. So there she is. She's based in Indiana. Her name's Lindsay. Hi, Lindsay. Can't recommend her enough. She's super fast. Her prices are excellent. Sweet girl. Lots of communication. Fabulous. But anyway, I got 4 sets of these. These are for the 11-inch. I need some for the 8-inch, so I'll be getting those too. So, yeah. So I'm happy to have those. And I've already opened one pack and replaced 2 of the clamps that I was using. And, you know, those couldn't travel alone. So I chose a couple pieces of fabric from her as well. I got another piece of Confederate Gray. This is 30 count, 8 by 12 cut. So I got that, and I adore that color, and I'm glad it still says Confederate Gray. And then I got a piece of linen. This is the color linen from Weeks Dye Works. They're both from Weeks. This is a 32 count, 17 by 26 linen, and it's just in the linen color. So it's a nice neutral. I may tea dye it. Depends on what I decide to put on it. So I've got 2 pieces of linen. Exciting. So thank you, Lindsay, for wonderful service. I really appreciate it. Really do. That's my retail therapy. I've got another chart, it wasn't really a unicorn, but it's a have to have. It's another primitive needle. So it should be here Monday. So I'm excited about that as well. Okay, we have a drawing winner. Last week I offered up the Country Diary collection. The designs are adaptations of Edith Holden's artwork. And I had asked you to put Edith Holden in the comments. There were 39 comments, and I did the random comment picker. And congratulations, Lorraine Bergstrom. Lorraine Bergstrom, you're the winner of that Country Diary leaflet. So thank you everyone who commented and showed interest in that chart, and thank you if you commented otherwise. I really appreciate it. I enjoy your comments so much. I do read every one of them, and I really appreciate you. All right, plans. I have a list of whips that I need to touch the rest of the month. I've got to bring out Elizabeth. She's my 4th and final zombie run piece for the month. So I've got to get some work into her. Daggone it. I just hate it. Not. I've got to bring out some, I got to bring out Inspiration because her goals are finished. And I hope to get that other Horn of Plenty corner in there so that next month I can start on the middle. And I've got some on that list that have stitch count goals that I really need to work on. I need to work on Dickens Village. I need to get some stitches in, I think New World Sampler by Prairie Schooler only has 1,000 left and I'll meet its goal. I need to work on Christmas Quaker by Bygone Stitches to get some more stitches towards its goal. So I do have some of those to work on. I don't really, other than Inspiration, I don't really have a focus for a finish focus right now. I have several whips on Whip Go that their goal is a finish, but none have been drawn right now for me to actually focus on it. So I've got plenty to do until the 27th, until she draws again, and maybe she'll draw one on there that's goals of finish, and I can start focusing on another one. So, but until then, I've got plenty to do. So I'll have to see what Jessie Marie draws on the 27th for Whip Go. And other than that, I've got some green tomatoes in there that I will be frying up this afternoon. So that's definitely a plan, and that's definitely going to happen. So I have a slideshow at the end from the Lavender farm. You are welcome to watch if you so choose. We got some pictures, and my son's girlfriend she's a photographer. So she has a website, and the last few pictures are used with her permission, and I will link her website below. So yeah, it's we had like I said, a wonderful day. So you're welcome to take a look at that if you'd like. And until I see you on August 1st, happy stitching.
I made a no man. I said, tell me your story. He took out a notepad and wrote something for me. Then he kept walking on down the road, and I watched him disappear like smoke. And I thought I'd just seen a ghost. Then I looked down at what he wrote. It said, son, when you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers and you'll find what you've got. I met a young man, searching for glory. I took out a notepad and wrote in my story. walking on down the road.